Top 10 richest people in the world. A look at the who's who of the 10 wealthiest people. In a world with booming entrepreneurship success stories, success is often measured by the value one has in terms of money. The success, however, is years of hard work and toil that gets people where they're today. Bloomberg has released a list of the 10 richest people in the world, with a net worth in billions of dollars. 1. Bill Gates. The co-founder of Microsoft. Tech magnate. Entrepreneur, philanthropist, programmer, Bill Gates has a solid profile that makes him the richest individual. This year, Bill Gates has gained an incredible $10 billion in additional net worth. His worth marked $89.9 billion overall. Also the founder of Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Gates has made strides in every sphere he has touched. He stepped down as CEO of Microsoft in 2000 and as chairman in 2008. Currently, he works full-time at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and is the technology advisor to the current CEO Satya Nadella.
When I started Microsoft, I didn't think of it as all that risky.
You've always got a job with me, Bill.
And the thing that was scary to me wasn't quitting and starting the company. It was when I started hiring my friends and they expected to be paid.
2. Manolo Ortega, founder and chairman of the Inditex fashion group, which is best known for its global brand Zara. The Spanish business magnate is valued at $84.3 billion and is the second richest person in the world. Ortega recently dropped down to the fourth richest man in the world, after Bezos started making serious moves at Amazon, but is now back up to second. 3. Jeff Bezos. Founder, chairman, and the largest shareholder of the online shopping giant Amazon. Bezos is an American technology entrepreneur and investor, valued at $83.7 billion. Jeff has recently moved up to the third richest person in the world. After adding a whopping $30 billion to his net worth, Jeff has recently moved up to the third richest man in the world, after adding a whopping $30 billion to his net worth. Amazon is making major moves after recently acquiring Whole Foods, launching drone shipping and a bunch of other strong ideas. Bezos' other business interests include aerospace and newspapers. He is the founder and owner of the privately funded aerospace developer and manufacturer Blue Origin. Founded in 2000, the company has conducted test flights to space beginning in 2015 and plans for commercial suborbital human spaceflight beginning in 2018. He also purchased the Washington Post newspaper in 2013.
What we're really focused on is thinking long-term, putting the customer at the center of our universe, and inventing. Those are the three big ideas to think long-term, because a lot of invention doesn't work. If you're going to invent, it means you're going to experiment, you have to think long-term. So these three ideas, customer centricity, long-term thinking, and a passion for invention, those go together. That's how we do it, and by the way, we have a lot of fun doing it that way.
4. Warren Buffett. The most successful investor in the world, Buffett is also a business magnate and a philanthropist, valued at $76.3 billion. He is the CEO and the largest shareholder of Berkshire Hathaway, the American multinational conglomerate holding company. Buffett, the third richest person in the world, is often referred to as the Wizard of Omaha, or Oracle of Omaha, or the Sage of Omaha, and is noted for his adherence to value investing and for his personal frugality despite his immense wealth. Warren Buffett is the fourth richest man in the world, with an incredible net worth of $75.6 billion. However, despite this fact, Buffett still lives in the home he purchased back when he didn't even know what $1 billion looked like.
You ought to be happy where you are working, and I always worry about people who say, you know, I'm going to do this for 10 years. I really don't like it very well, and then I'll do 10 more years of this. And I mean, that's a little like saving up sex for your old age. I mean, not a very good idea.
5. Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg, co-founder and CEO of Facebook, is the 5th richest person in the world, valued at $71 billion. American programmer, internet entrepreneur, and philanthropist, he founded Facebook from his college dorm room in Harvard. The website later expanded rapidly, with 1 billion users signing up by 2012. We all know Mark Zuckerberg is the founder of Facebook. Facebook has become the most popular and most valuable social media company in the world. And it all started in Mark's dorm room at Harvard University. Mark Zuckerberg has recently moved up a position on the list this year after gaining a ridiculous $30 billion in net worth, now making him the 5th richest man in the world. It's expected that he will continue to climb the list in the future, and maybe even make it to the top. Considering how young he is, it's not out of his reach.
Successes come from having the freedom to fail. Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them. You just have to get started.
6. Carlos Slim. Slim is a Mexican business magnate, investor, and philanthropist who is the 7th richest person in the world, valued at $69.7 billion. Slim is known as the Warren Buffett of Mexico, deriving his fortune from his extensive holdings in a considerable number of Mexican companies through his conglomerate, Grupo Carso. The conglomerate's portfolio consists of brands in many different industries, such as healthcare, media, energy, real estate, and retail. Carlos is 6th on this list of the richest people in the world, with a net worth of $69.7 billion. However, he was recently knocked down 2 places by Bezos and Zuckerberg.
Success is not being recognized by others. It is not about an external opinion. It is about an internal state of being. It is the harmony between the soul and our emotions that are fed by love, family, friendship, authenticity, and honesty. The fundamental and permanent values that are far superior to professional, economical, social, or political success.
7. Larry Ellison. American businessman Larry Ellison is co-founder of Oracle Corporation and was CEO until September 2014. Valued at $59.2 billion, he is currently the 9th richest person in the world. Currently, he is the executive chairman and chief technology officer of Oracle. Ellison has donated up to 1% of his wealth to charity and has signed the Giving Pledge. Larry Ellison is 7th on this list of the richest people in the world, with a net worth of $59.2 billion.
I think most of the only problem guys I have trouble with are the Google guys.
Really?
Larry specifically. I think...
Larry per se?
Yeah, Larry per se.
Why?
Because he makes the decisions over there. He runs that company. No one else runs that company. And they decided, let me be very clear, when you write a program for the Android phone, you write it, you use the Oracle tool or Oracle Java tools for everything. And at the very end, you press a button and said, convert this to Android format. We don't compete with Google. We don't do anything Google does.
No.
We just think they took our stuff and that was wrong. That's a completely separate issue.
But I mean, you think they're evil?
I think what they did was absolutely evil.
And you blame Larry Page?
100% Larry Page.
So if what they did is evil, that makes Larry Page evil?
No, it makes what he did evil, which is quite different. And I know his slogan is "Don't be evil."
Exactly.
And I think he slipped up this one time. But so
he's a good guy, except this one time when he.
This really bothers me. I don't see how he thinks you can just copy someone else's stuff. It really bothers.
8. Bernard Arnault. French businessman, chairman and CEO of French conglomerate LVMH, Bernard Arnault has a net worth of $53.3 billion in August 2017, according to Bloomberg. LVMH Moet Hennessy, Louis Vuitton SA, is the largest luxury products company in the world. The Lord of Lux easily retains title of richest European and fourth richest person in the world. His fortune surged by $13.5 billion as shares of his luxury good outfit, LVMH, rose by more than half since 2010 thanks to strong demand for luxuries like Dom Perignon champagne, Cognac, Hennessy, Tag Heuer watches and Louis Vuitton accessories, particularly in Asian markets like Shanghai and Ho Chi Minh City. The Renaissance man also owns yacht builder Royal Van Lent, a hotel in Courchevel, has stakes in French retailer Carrefour and French tour operator Go Voyages. Arnault was born on March 5, 1949 in Roubaix, France. Bernard has moved up 6 places so far this year, and places him at 8th on the list of the 20 richest people on Earth this year.
Je crois que pour préparer une carrière, déjà ce qui est important, c'est d'avoir un objectif. Moi j'avais dans l'idée d'être entrepreneur. Donc je crois que chaque individu a en lui une idée. Ce qu'il faut, c'est extérioriser cette idée, c'est la trouver de façon à se sentir le plus vite possible, bien dans ce qu'il fait, et de pouvoir démarrer très vite dans une voie qui pourra par la suite lui donner la plénitude.
9. Michael Bloomberg. American businessman, politician, and philanthropist Michael Rubens Bloomberg has a net worth of $51.8 billion as of April 2017, according to Forbes. Bloomberg is the 10th richest man in the world. He became the mayor of New York from 2002 to 2013. He graduated from Johns Hopkins University in 1964 with a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, then earned an MBA from Harvard Business School in 1966. He founded Innovative Market Systems, later known as Bloomberg LP, in 1981. The news subscription service wired real-time financial data, research and news reports directly into dedicated terminals in business offices. He expanded into television, radio, publishing, and the Internet with Bloomberg News, which was launched in 1990 and has become a prominent financial news source. As mayor of New York City, Bloomberg pays himself a $1 salary, rides the subway, and reportedly owns only 2 pairs of loafers for work. As a philanthropist, Bloomberg has donated over $1.8 billion to more than 850 charities. He has donated a total of $200 million to his alma mater, Johns Hopkins University, and $50 million to Princeton and Carnegie. Michael Bloomberg dropped 2 places this year on Forbes' richest list, but has recovered since then, moving back up to the 9th spot.
Then what's your advice to these small business founders today?
Work hard. You're going to need some luck, but the harder you work, the luckier you get. And if it doesn't work out, that's not the end of the world. I just don't have anything in common with people that sit there and say, oh my God, it was terrible. So it's water over the dam, under the bridge. Get on with it and start another business the next day or another career. And be honest, look in the mirror and say, why didn't it work out? Well, it wasn't the skill set, or I didn't have the temperament for it, or I was in the wrong place, wrong time. Maybe I can afford to do it again, maybe I can't. But people aren't honest with themselves. What I've always done is I've taken a yellow pad, I draw a line down the middle, write out the pros on one side, the cons on another, in a sense that if I let you see it, you wouldn't laugh at me. And then when I get done, I just rip it up and throw it away, because I've worked out in my mind what is real and what isn't, and what I can present to people.
10. Charles Koch. American businessman Charles DeGannal Koch has an estimated net worth of $47.6 billion in August 2017, according to Bloomberg. He is co-owner, chairman of the board and chief executive officer of Koch Industries, Inc., the second largest privately held company by revenue, with more than $100 billion in sales in the United States, according to a 2010 Forbes survey. Charles and his brothers David, Frederick and William inherited Koch Industries from the fathers after his death. His father, Fred C. Koch, died in 1967, invented the method of turning heavy oil into gasoline. Charles and David bought out William and Frederick for $1.1 billion in 1983. Today the company, in which they both have 42% stakes, has investments in pipelines, refineries, fertilizer, fibers and polymers, forest and consumer products, chemical technology. Koch made this year's list of the richest people and with an impressive net worth of $47.6 billion.
My father considered work ethic, attitude toward work as critically important for developing yourself and, in fact, being healthy and happy through your life. And he believed that unless you start working at an early age, you never really develop the skills and habits and values necessary to make you productive. And so he told me at an early age that he didn't want no country club bums, as he facetiously put it. So there was going to be no country club in my life as a boy. He started me out digging dandelions when I was probably 6 years old in most of my spare time, and I thought I'd soon get over that, but it escalated from there.
The richest man in the world is still Bill Gates, recorded in the list of richest people in the world, with Manolo Ortega back in second. However, Mark Zuckerberg is quickly increasing his net worth and is a strong #1 contender for the future.